Hi, Chick-fil-A leaders. Today we are diving into the 5 best daily practices that we recommend that you utilize while using the OneClickApp software. So first, we recommend that you have some kind of an iPad or device that you have around your restaurant, maybe multiple of them for your team to utilize during the shift. OneClickApp software is great for planning ahead, but it is especially great for in-the-moment planning and team navigation. So make sure that you have some kind of an iPad or a device set up for the different areas in your restaurant. Number 2 is utilize the service account feature. So this is an option where you can actually create an account, and this would be the generic account that you'd sign into those iPads or other devices. And it has basic permissions on that service account. It also allows your team to click the cowboy hat, type in their PIN number to get temporary permissions that go along with their individual accounts, make those adjustments to training, to the setup, maybe to your break management system, and then it would revert back to the service account with minimum permissions so that team members can actually utilize that as well in the day-to-day. So utilize the service account. Number 3 is actually using a feature in HotSchedules. If you assign positions to individual team members in the HotSchedules software system, OneClickApp will actually pick up those roles and will auto-populate your team members into those positions on the shift. So for example, if you have somebody who's always on prep, or maybe you want to assign drivers when you're creating your schedule in HotSchedules for your delivery service, or you want to have a specific person on screens for that day, maybe in training as well. All of that you can actually, in HotSchedules, assign a role to a team member, and OneClickApp will pick that up for you. So the leader who's creating the setup on OneClickApp will be able to see all of those auto-populate. The 4th best practice that we recommend is actually to have your leaders create the setups in advance. Yes, you can always utilize it the day of, maybe even right as you're starting your shift, go ahead and make a setup, but it is amazing that we have this software, right, where once you post that schedule in HotSchedules, your team actually has access to it immediately. So they can go ahead and create their setups for the entire week if they wanted to. But at least a day in advance, we have found has been really helpful for our Chick-fil-A restaurants and leaders who are using that option. And that way, the day of, all you're doing is making tweaks and adjustments and pivoting according to the needs of that specific shift. The 5th and final best practice that we're offering today and recommending to you is that we actually have options in the software to make some adjustments to the setups themselves. The first option that is really good for you to know is that there's a little light bulb that's inside of those positions on the setup itself. If you click that light bulb, it actually gives you an option to change the name of the position. I know, pretty amazing. So if you are trying out a new position, maybe inclement weather is happening and you're needing to adjust the names of the positions or where those positions might be called for that day, you can change the names and allow for better and clearer communication for your team to navigate that. There's also an option in this setup where if you scroll down to the team member roster on the right-hand side, there's an option for you to do a couple things with your setups. You can remove setups, you can copy setups, and you can reset them. So if you copy those setups, it'll actually pull all of the team member placements from, let's say, the 11 o'clock hour to a 12 o'clock hour if you're wanting to add an additional setup for that time frame. That way, you don't have to repeat it all, you don't have to toggle back and forth. All you have to do is click copy, and it will pull all of that data over and automatically remove the team members who are no longer on the shift for that given time frame. We hope this is helpful. These are, again, the top 5 best practices that we can recommend for you and your team as you're utilizing the OneClickApp software. If you have other best practices and tips, we would love to hear about those in the comments, and we would love to see you subscribe as we will continue to have some videos coming out to help you best use this software within your team. We'll see you next time.